What's up, everyone? My name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, as you can see, I'm building in the snow and I'm building in the world of Windenburg, and what I'm building is a Christmas family home, and I'm really excited about this one because this is my first Christmas build of 2020, and yeah, I'm really excited to just get into the Christmas builds because I think I only did one Christmas build last year, which makes me think, by the way, this year was crazy. We're not gonna get into that all that much, but yeah, this year was just crazy overall. But I also feel like that this year has flown by in a weird way. Like, it also kind of feels like the year was super long because of everything that's going on and stuff, but at the same time the year has flown by because last year I did, I think, one Christmas build, and it was like a Christmas cottage, and for that video I did my first ever voiceover. So my first ever voiceover, I know that this is not that interesting, but I was thinking about it, and it's kind of crazy that my first ever voiceover was exactly, well, not exactly, but almost exactly 1 year ago. But at the same time, it feels like I've been doing this for a very long time, but it has only been a year, which is crazy. And when I think about building or doing that build and doing that voiceover, it definitely feels like longer than a year ago. Like, it's just, time is such a weird thing. Like, I always get confused by it. But yeah, as I was saying, this is my first Christmas build for this year, and I'm really excited about it because I am building a family home, and I just think that is so cozy. Like, I had so much fun just building this house for this family. I didn't really have any specific like Sims or personalities or anything in mind, but I was just thinking that the people that live here, they're very much into family time. Family time is really, really important to them, and they just love spending Christmas together. And they also did not hold back on decorations. Like, this house is decorated for Christmas. It's ready to go. It's decorated like crazy. I mean, to some of you guys, maybe it's not like decorated like crazy, but to me, I don't know, in real life, I don't really decorate. I mean, I decorate for Christmas. I'm saying this as I'm looking at my fully decorated, pretty Christmas tree, and that's in the middle of my living room, which, by the way, I know that I'm going very much off topic, but yeah, my Christmas tree is in the middle of my living room. I live in a very, very small apartment, and I don't really have the space for a proper Christmas tree. However, I did buy a proper Christmas tree because me and my boyfriend were really very much into Christmas. We love Christmas. We love the coziness, the pretty lights, everything about it just appeals to us so much. We love it so much. So we don't really care, and we bought a nice Christmas tree anyway. I mean, it's not the biggest Christmas tree, but it's definitely a nicely sized tree. So we got that, and it's kind of like in the middle of our apartment right now, and it's literally right in front of the TV. So we were like, you know what? We don't really care. We'd rather look at a Christmas tree this month than at the TV, which I know is kind of crazy, but we only use the TV for Netflix and stuff. And we can also watch Netflix on our laptops, which is what we do most of the time anyway, because most of the time we just watch Netflix and just movies and stuff in bed, and we don't have a TV in bed or anything, so we just watch Netflix on our laptops most of the time. But sometimes we use like the TV to watch Netflix or movies. But this month, it's just not gonna happen because we decided to put down a Christmas tree right in front of the TV because that was the only space that we had for the tree in our house. So we decided to do that because we wanted a Christmas tree. We cannot go without one. So yeah, I don't know why I'm telling this. I don't know what my point is exactly, but yeah. Long story short, I love Christmas, and I have a tree in the middle of my house, and I love it. I can't stop staring at it. Like, that's the thing that I love about Christmas trees is they're just pretty, and I can just stare at them for I can just sit on the couch and stare at my tree for 10 minutes, and it's just so relaxing, and I love the vibe and the feeling that it gives me, and yeah, I just love it so much. But yeah, oh yeah, I remember what I was talking about now. To some people, this house may not be like crazy overly decorated. To me it is though, because I don't really know anyone that decorates this way and that literally has a Christmas decoration on pretty much every single window and every single wall and lights everywhere. But I love it so much. So yeah, that's what I did for this house. I was just kind of thinking that decorating for Christmas was something that the family just does together. Like at that certain day of the year, they'll get out all of the decorations from wherever they store those usually, and they go crazy. They like spend the whole day decorating their house, the inside of the house, the outside of the house together, and it's just something that they do as a family. And just thinking about that in my mind like made me so happy and made it so that I had so much fun decorating this house. So yeah, but the inside of the house is actually not that big. I mean, I don't know, it's not that small either. Like now that I'm looking at the floor plan again, it's really not that small actually. It's a nice size. The upstairs area, the second floor, is a little bit smaller though. However, it does have 3 bedrooms. And I furnished the bedrooms, one for the parents, so that one has a double bed and everything, and then one bedroom is for a child, and the other one is for a little toddler. So I thought that that would be a very cute, like, family that could live here. They're kind of young still, younger children, which, in my opinion, kind of makes Christmas extra fun. Because when I think about Christmas when I was a child, it was just, I mean, I love it, I still love it, but when you're a child, it's just that extra bit of magical in a way. I don't know if you can relate. But that's just, not that I like believed in Santa or anything, because that's not really, I don't know, I can't speak for other countries. I'm from the Netherlands, and believing in Santa is not really a thing here. Santa is a thing, of course, but if I'm correct, none of the kids, or at least that's how it was for my childhood and everyone around me, no one really believed in Santa Claus. It was just a figure that comes with Christmas, if that makes any sense. But it's not a real person. Like, it's not like when you go up to a child and you say Santa isn't real, the kids are going to be like, what? I can't believe that. It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not like that in my country. But still, Christmas is just that extra bit of magical when you're a child for some reason. I don't know. It's just, I also feel like when you're a child, time goes by a lot slower. I don't know if that's just me. I don't think so. But for some reason, when I think about Christmas when I was still a child, it kind of feels like it took a very, very long time. Like it was this big chunk of the year, when in reality, it's only 1 month. And now that I am an adult, or I'm supposed to be an adult. But anyway, when I think about a month, it's really not that long. It's a really short period of time. But again, like when you're a child, for some reason, it feels like Christmas just kind of took forever, and it was there for a long time, and it was just this magical, special time. I don't know. That's kind of why I had a lot of fun thinking of this family as a family with younger kids, because that makes Christmas just that extra bit special, in my opinion. But yeah, you can see that I kind of just went crazy. I didn't really use any platforms. I wanted to place the fireplace on a platform, but I decided against it. I was playing around with it off camera for a little bit. But I don't know, I couldn't make it look right. And I sometimes feel like now that we have the platform tool, sometimes I feel like I have to use it. I kind of feel obligated to use it, if that makes sense. But for this one, I was like, you know what? No, I'm not actually going to use the platform tool. However, I did though, because the whole kitchen area is a step down, so it's on a sunken platform. But yeah, I didn't really use it for any other accents or anything in this house, because the house is just a little bit too small for it to make sense also. So yeah, I decided not to do it and just keep it all one level, if that makes sense. And yeah, it's a little bit better this way, because the house is already so busy. Like there's decorations everywhere you look, like literally there's Christmas decorations everywhere. And once I was done building, I actually off camera just kind of looked at it one more time and I added even more decorations, especially on the outside, because I placed most of the decorations on the front of the house. And then as I was about to take screenshots of all sides of the house, I realized that I only placed decorations on the front and on the back of the house. And then I kind of went back in and also placed some decorations on the windows on the side of the house, just to kind of tie it all together, and I think that it looks really cute. Oh yeah, I also added a little knitting basket right here because for some reason, knitting just, it kind of feels like a cozy thing to do, and it kind of goes hand in hand with wintertime and Christmas, in my opinion. So I decided to place down a knitting basket. But what I was thinking is maybe the kid could be very much into knitting and crafting and stuff like that. You can see that once we move on to the bedrooms. I think I decorated the kids' bedroom last, but you'll see that there's a lot of like crafty items, and I added another knitting basket, the one with the toy in it, in that bedroom. So I was just kind of thinking that maybe the kid, they really like to be crafty and do some knitting and do like drawing and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I was imagining as far as the personality for the kid. But that is literally the only thing that I could think of for the personalities in this house, which is a little bit stupid. I've talked about this before, but I am kind of low on inspiration when it comes to personalities and family storylines. I don't know why. I think I just kind of, I don't know, need to refuel somehow. I don't know how I would do that. But yeah, it's just, I'm kind of, I don't know, I just don't have a lot of inspiration for families and personalities, which is a little bit annoying, but for a build like this that is so specific for Christmas, I can kind of get away with it, in my opinion. But I am definitely trying. I am trying not to slack, and I'm trying to think of good storylines, but it's just not working for some reason. My mind is just a little bit, my brain is a little bit broken. I don't know why. It's just the thing that happens. Maybe it's because I am so incredibly busy this month that my brain is kind of full, and I don't really have the space to think about personalities. I don't know. It's just I'm lacking in that department a little bit. I'm well aware of it. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I usually don't do voiceovers at nighttime, and it's nighttime right now. It's not late or anything, it's literally like 7 p.m. But I'm used to doing voiceovers in the morning or like right after I had my coffee, usually. So that's around like 11 a.m. or something, I would do a voiceover. And now I'm doing it at nighttime, and for some reason it feels different. It feels a little bit weird, but I don't really mind. I also like it for this one because it's nighttime and it's dark outside and all my pretty Christmas lights are on inside the house, and it really feels very Christmassy, which is very appropriate for this house also. But yeah, you can see that we moved on to the kitchen, which is on a lowered platform, as I already mentioned. And I think that the kitchen is my favorite part of this house. I think it's so incredibly cozy. I don't know why, it turned out this way, and I just really, really love it so much. It definitely also has something to do with the fact that it is on a lower platform, so it kind of gives it that little bit extra interest. I don't know, it just makes it look a little bit more interesting in my opinion, but it also just kind of feels, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It just kind of feels a little bit more cozy, and I love the color scheme in here. I love the floor tiles that I'm using. For some reason, I totally spaced out on the fact that we have those tiles in that swatch, and I usually only use those tiles for bathrooms, but this swatch for some reason looked kind of new to me. I don't know, I just kind of didn't realize that we had this swatch, and I think it looks really pretty with the darker wood tone of the cupboards and the counters. I just think it goes hand in hand, and I love the colors together, combined with that beigey, neutral toned brick. And I don't know, I just, for some reason, really like the color scheme in this kitchen. It's really working for me. And I was, of course, decorating the kitchen as well. I placed down some Christmas cards that they probably received from their family members and friends, and I don't know, they probably receive a lot of them, so there's heaps and heaps of Christmas cards. around this house, which I think is also very cozy because it kind of implies that they have a lot of friends and a lot of family, which is definitely what I had in mind for this family as well. I was thinking that they would be the type of family that would host the Christmas dinner. So they would invite their family over to their house and do all the cooking and just host the Christmas dinner. And they're really the type of family that likes to do that. So yeah, you can really see the kitchen come together. For some reason, it's really spacious, but at the same time, very cozy. I know I'm using the word cozy over and over again, but it's what comes to mind to me whenever I look at this house. And by the way, something I also want to say is I realize that Christmas is not in the winter time for everyone. For some people, for some parts of the world, it's summertime right now and Christmas is in the summertime and it's really hot outside and there is no snow to be found. I do realize that it's not like that I think that Christmas is snowy and wintry for everyone. I know that, I realize that, but this is just what I associate with Christmas and what comes to my mind when I think of Christmas. And so that is kind of what I wanted to reflect and what I wanted to play around with, because it just makes me so happy and it makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. So that's what I wanted to do. And it's not like I ever experienced a white Christmas. I have actually never really, I can't remember that I ever have experienced a white Christmas. I live in the Netherlands, which it does snow here from time to time, like a couple weeks a year, but very sporadically. Like when it snows, it's not that much snow, and usually it doesn't really stay for that long. Like if we're quote unquote lucky, which I like snow, so if I'm lucky, it stays for like a week or so, but that is definitely the longest that I have ever experienced, or at least that I can remember. Like it also has to do with global warming, of course. But yeah, snow, it doesn't really stick around here in my country, which I know that for some other European countries, like way more up north, the Scandinavian countries, I think that they experience a lot more snow. Like there's a lot more snow in those countries, but here in the Netherlands, it does snow from time to time, but it's not around for a long time. Which is kind of sad because I would love to experience a white Christmas. I think that would be so much fun. Like, I love snow. I think it's just such a magical thing, and I don't know, I like snow. It's pretty, and I love going ice skating outside as well, which due to or because of global warming doesn't really happen anymore. Like the last time I was able to go ice skating outside was, I think, 3 or 4 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it doesn't really happen. Whereas when I was little, we could go ice skating pretty much every year. So yeah, it goes to show that global warming is really happening, which obviously we all know that. But yeah, it's happening. And so I don't really ever experience snow or ice on Christmas. And usually when it does snow in the Netherlands, it usually happens a little bit later on in the winter, like in February or March, around that time of year, which Christmas is long over by then, but that's usually when it happens. So yeah, I don't really even know what I'm trying to say anymore, but yeah, I know that Christmas time is not always in the winter time for everyone. Like for some parts of the world, it's in the summer, and yeah, maybe I should do something with that as well. Maybe I should build like a Simmary Christmas home. That would be fun to do as well. But anyway, back to the house that I'm building. You can see I totally talked over the dining area, but it's fully decorated and ready for a Christmas dinner, which I thought was so much fun. And this is the downstairs bathroom. For a little while, I was trying to make laundry happen, but I just couldn't make it happen. Like it didn't really fit in there. I was playing around with the shower and the toilet and make it work, but I was having routing issues because I was playtesting it while I was trying, which I didn't record. But yeah, it didn't work, so I decided to get rid of the laundry. I do want to do laundry sometime again because I haven't been adding laundry to a lot of my builds recently, which is a shame, especially for family homes. I think that laundry just adds that extra bit of realism or character, or however you want to say that. But yeah, no laundry in this house. So if you don't have laundry day, then that shouldn't be a problem. But the downstairs bathroom ended up being the only bathroom with a tub in it, which works out perfectly fine. So if you want to play in this house with a toddler, which I decorated one of the bedrooms for a toddler. So if you want to do that, you can bathe your toddler in the downstairs bathroom. And then in the upstairs bathroom, there's only a shower, which works out perfectly fine. But yeah, you can see that we moved on to the second floor, to the bedrooms. The bedrooms are really, really small. As I said before, the upstairs is a little bit cramped, which is something that I really, really like for this house. Like, I didn't want this house to be a massive family home. I wanted everything to be a little bit more cramped together and a little bit smaller, because it just makes it look a little bit more cozy. Here I go again with the word cozy, but it just makes it a little bit more cozy, which is perfect for a Christmassy family home, in my opinion. So yeah, you can see that the parents' bedroom is really, really small, but everything works out fine. I play tested everything. So yeah, everything should be fine. They don't have a closet or an ensuite or anything. They just have a small bedroom with a small dresser that I also decorated with a lot of Christmas decorations. The upstairs is significantly less decorated than the downstairs area, but I think that that makes sense though, because I don't know, in my opinion, you would just have your upstairs area fully decorated for Christmas, or I mean your downstairs area fully decorated for Christmas, and then the bedrooms a little bit less so, especially the kids' bedrooms. They're not that decorated. They're all like very wintry, but they're not that decorated, especially, yeah, like I said, the kids' bedrooms. The parents' bedroom is a little bit decorated. As you can see, I placed down some like wall decorations from seasons and stuff, which I used a lot of seasons, obviously, in this house. But yeah, because I was already using like the Christmas tree and the windows and stuff from seasons, I decided to just go for a lot of seasons items, especially in the parents' bedroom, like the bed and the dresser and stuff, they're all from seasons. So yeah, it was really nice to actually use that as a set. I don't really ever do that. I always mix and match all of the furniture items from all the packs, but sometimes it's really fun to actually make use of a set of furniture that comes with a pack. So yeah, I did that for the parents' bedroom, and I think it works out just fine. And here, as you can see, we've moved on to the toddler's bedroom. It's really small. It's definitely a lot smaller than the kids' bedroom. So yeah, the kid kind of just got lucky there. But I don't know, it should be fine. Like when the toddler grows up, you could easily fit a kid's bed or a regular sized single bed in here. That would all work out just fine. It's just a little bit small and a little bit cramped, but at the same time, kind of cozy. And I was also thinking that the child is definitely a bit older than the toddler. So it's probably not too long before they turn into, age up into a teenager. So then it kind of makes sense that they have the bigger bedroom because they just need a little bit more space. But yeah, here I moved on to the kids' bedroom, and I used the bed from Snowy Escape, as you can see, with a little mascot on it. What's he called? Like Yamachan? Is that his name? I don't even really know, but I think his name is Yamachan. So yeah, I was kind of thinking that is just like a figure from like a TV show, a kids' TV show or something. And the kid is a big fan of Yamachan, and so I decided to give them the bedding from that figure. I thought that would be really cute. And yeah, as I was talking about before already, this kid, I don't know, I think they're very much into crafting. You can see that I placed a lot of like these crafted cards and crafted wall decorations and stuff inside their bedroom. So I also placed down a crafting table for the kid. Initially I placed it here in the bedroom, but I couldn't really make it work because I totally forgot to place down a dresser. So I had to place down a dresser somewhere. So I decided to get rid of the easel on the landing area and place this crafting table for the kid instead of the easel, like in the landing area. So the crafting table is definitely included, so you can actually have your kid do some crafting. And I decided to not give them a laptop but a tablet. I was thinking that the tablet could be something that they need for school. Maybe they got that from school or something, which now that I'm talking about this, I actually didn't include a family computer or anything in this house. But if you want to add a computer, you can just go ahead and place down a laptop somewhere. I think that that should be just fine. That should work out just fine on the dining table or somewhere. I don't know, or even in the kids' bedroom. You could easily place down like a computer or a laptop on the little desk here. I just decided not to do that. I didn't think that this family would be the kind of family that really use a computer ever. I don't know, for some reason, I mean, everyone pretty much uses a computer these days. But for some reason, I was just kind of thinking that the family that lives here, they don't really need one. My goodness, I have some trouble speaking today, which I'm sorry if that's annoying. But yeah, I feel like my brain is going too fast for my mouth, if that makes any sense. That happens to me a lot. Like, I tend to speak very fast and like use a lot of like hand gestures and stuff. So sometimes I'm just sitting here doing a voiceover and hitting the wall or something. Yeah, it's totally off topic. But yeah, that's just kind of how I feel right now. But anyway, that was already it for the inside of the house. I moved on to the back porch. The back porch is really small. However, I did decide to place down a little dining table, which you probably won't use that much in the winter time. But I also placed down a grill because I thought it'd be fun to do like a winter barbecue or something. I think that those are always a lot of fun. So yeah, I placed down a grill and also the monkey jungle bars or whatever you want to call them for the child. And then outside, I decided to place a few planters, so you have that as a skill building item as well. And then I also decided to place a sized up Christmas tree outside. I thought that that would be a lot of fun and that would just add that extra bit of Christmas. So I was just kind of thinking that they have these evergreen trees in their backyard, and every year for Christmas they kind of just decorate one of those. Oh yeah, I also placed down a chess table as an extra skill building item. But yeah, that was actually already it for this build. So I really hope that you enjoyed this Christmassy build. You can definitely go ahead and download it off the gallery if you want to. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!